do you see any downsides to learning another language or being in this between worlds sort of thing?
It's interesting. Because my first thing goes, no.
Okay.
Like I do not think of a downside. I only thought it could be a downside is if you got to the point that you were learning so many languages that you were missing some crucial things of the original languages that you already knew. Maybe then.
And I've had slight bits of that. I definitely noticed when I was traveling that my English was degrading. I would struggle to think of a word which nowadays would just come to me instantly.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of that. But one of the main ones I've actually think was I feel less Aussie than I used to.
Okay.
I would have used to say like, yeah, I'm like full blown Aussie. Like that would just be how I would see myself in my head, I guess. Whereas nowadays, not so much, man. Like I definitely see myself as having still Aussie, but a lesser connection to Australia. Like I probably am less patriotic, for example, now than I was 5 years ago.
Yeah. I think the only other downside that can come to mind is that with learning a new language, you then might subjugate the actual idea of culture and then forget that you are not from that culture. So like an example for me would be like you're learning Spanish. But Spanish, like people don't know. Like, okay, most of South America speak Spanish. Most of it. However, the Spanish is very different across going to play. You would know that, obviously. You went from all different countries. So Spanish is a little bit different in each one, and the culture is very different in each part. I think learning a language to a particular point, I think might give you an idea that, oh, now I know the language, so I know how to speak, and so in turn I know the culture. And then you'd be dead wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you can learn Russian all you want, but you won't know shit of the culture until you actually go to Russia and go, oh shit, by the way, I forgot that I had to scull some vodka. Right? Just because I know...
I knew you were going to go there.
Like, you know, just because you know Russian, it's like, what the hell is this? Like, what do I do, right?
Yeah.
So I think this can be a little bit of the downside
Like
I
a
could
false
see
confidence.
is, the false confidence that you build because you haven't been to the place before.